Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And I get a lot of people that ask me, did the narcissist ever care? Was anything real about our relationship? Well, it's like this, you guys. When you're dealing with a narcissist, no matter who it is, you've got to look at them and look at your relationship to them and see what were they getting from you. I always tell people, look at what the narcissist, how they benefited by being with you. Narcissists are not with you because you have a great heart and, you're a nice person, unless they look at the niceness as a way of getting something out of you. Narcissists are concerned on basically material kind of things. They're concerned with money. They're concerned with sex. They're concerned with a place to live. They're concerned with their ego fed and all those kind of things. Those are the things that a narcissist focuses on, all right? It's all about their fucking ego, all right? So you've got to say to yourself, what was my relationship like with this person? Now, if your relationship was basically, very sexual, all they did was talk about sex, or, they rushed the sex and everything, and then after they got the sex, they pulled away fast, then you know that person just used you for sex, okay? If you were dealing with somebody who was interested in you because of some kind of financial reason, you've got to look at your position in life and look at their position in life. Were you a come up to that person? Was it a benefit for them to be around you? Did they ask you about going into business together, or, they're trying to figure out how to become successful like you and use you as like a mentor to try to build a business or something like that? So the relationship that you had with them is going to let you know whether this person, had any sense of caring at all. Now, understand something like this. When a narcissist first starts in on you, you are something new. You are a shiny new toy. And we know that narcissists love everything that's new, okay? New and exciting, all right? Everything that's new and exciting. And then as time goes by, one of the worst things about dealing with a narcissist is that they get bored, okay? They get bored with looking at you. They get bored with sex. They get bored if you give them resistance. They get bored in everyday life. They always need excitement. This is why they're so difficult. Not only that, they're also overly critical. They're going to be critical about how you look. Even if you look good, they're going to have something to say about it because they don't want to give you confidence. Narcissists don't want to make you feel like you are better than them. So the way they keep that, superiority attitude is they've got to throw you little digs, okay? Like they'll say, oh yeah, no, that dress is nice, but you know what? It would look better if you lost 10 pounds. So what they're doing is they plant seeds. Covert narcissists do this all the time. Or they'll say something like, oh, you're so sensitive, or why do you take things to heart? What they're doing is indirectly making you feel like there is something mentally wrong with you. And this is exactly what covert narcissists do. They try to make you look like you're a nutcase, all right? And they're Dr. Phil or something. They know everything and, don't ever criticize or judge them. But if your feelings are valid, period, dot, end of story, your feelings are valid. And when you're dealing with a covert narcissist, they're going to try to invalidate your feelings. They're going to say, oh, you're too much with it. Oh, you're always about drama and everything. If you are feeling a certain way, there is a reason you feel a certain way, okay? And nobody, not a fucking narc or anybody else, should invalidate your feelings. The minute that somebody invalidates your feelings is the minute that you know that person is not in your corner, and you've got to distance yourself. You've got to say to yourself, this person has no empathy, all right? When we talk about narcissists, we talk about the level of empathy, because narcissism is on a spectrum. So always keep that in mind. It's not cut and dry. Somebody could be a little narcissistic and somebody could be flat out, cold and leave you for dead, all right? So it's like this, you guys. The narcissist may have cared in the sense that you were fun. Maybe you were a lot of fun and everything. But the bottom line is the narcissist was not looking for what you were looking for. Okay? The thing with narcissists that make it so different than other relationships when they end is that the narcissist misled you. Okay? They played you. And this is what a lot of people have a hard time dealing with later on, because you trusted this person because they showed you, periods of fake empathy. And I got to do a podcast on that so that you guys understand when somebody is playing you and giving you fake empathy, because this is what they do. They mislead you and think that, they're looking for the same thing that you're looking for when they're not. They're looking for what you have to offer, or they're just there with you because they like the attention. Now, understand this, all right? And this is something that I never realized till later on. I always thought that a narcissist, they were either after sex, they were after money, they were after a place to stay. But what a lot of people forget is that narcissists are after ego boosting as well. And this is why they keep you around and they breadcrumb you, because they like the fact that you still talk to them, and they're stringing you along with 10 other people, or they have somebody already and they like the attention. Or what they love to do is waste your fucking time when they're at work and they're bored. They love to call you up to kill the clock and be on the phone with you and chit-chat. Narcissists love to chit-chat when they have so much time in the world, okay? So they do that too, like when they're driving in the car and they have like a long trip or an hour trip and they want to burn time. They want to make the time go faster. So, let me give you a call and chit-chat with you. The other thing they do too, that they use you for supply, is they look at you as a therapist. They may come to you with their problems. They may look at you because they want a mommy, somebody to mommy them or give them advice or something like that. So understand this. Narcissists are users of different kind of supply, and it's not necessarily sex, money, or a place to live. Like I said, it could be ego. It could be, just keeping them entertained when they're bored or something like that. So you really got to look at your relationship with that narcissist, all right? And that's how you're going to know, did they really care? Did they not care? In general, they don't care about anybody but themselves and finding that thrill. They are thrill seekers. They are empty inside. And after you have a relationship with a narcissist, you're the one who's going to feel emptiness inside, because they're going to project all that toxicity, all that emptiness onto you. And when you leave that relationship, you're going to feel very empty inside. Understand this. When you were with that narcissist, all right, you had that high. What they do is they start at the top of the mountain by beefing up your head with all that love bombing. So you think like, this is the greatest person in the world. And then it comes crashing down because it wasn't real. When it moves fast, it ends fast. Remember that. That's not a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is one that grows slowly and gradually builds. The two of you gradually build. That's the way love grows. You build love with somebody. It's not instantaneously, okay? What's instantaneous is lust. And when you sit there and say, well, did they care? Well, they might have lusted you. And then the other thing too is, understand this. When the narcissist sees you in the beginning, they have a preconceived notion of who you are or what you are. They're looking at your outside, how you look, how attractive you are. They're looking at what you have to offer. And the longer you go in a relationship, and I don't care who the relationship is, whether it's with a narcissist or not, you're going to see imperfections in that person. So a narcissist, the minute that they start to see these imperfections, they get turned off because they're not realistic that we are all human beings and nobody is perfect. But to a narcissist, They're always hunting and searching for that perfection that doesn't exist. A narcissist doesn't settle. They may settle down and get married and have the security of that, but they'll be out there creeping on the side, talking to other people, having relationships with other people that you don't even know about, okay? Because they're not satisfied. A narcissist is never satisfied. This is why they're impossible. This is why you'll never win with a narcissist. You could be the most handsome guy, the most beautiful woman. You could have everything going for yourself. And guess what? The narcissist is going to get bored with you, okay? So they don't appreciate. These people don't appreciate, all right? So, no, it really wasn't real, okay, what you had with the narcissist, because the narcissist was fantasizing who you were, okay? The narcissist built you up in their head that you were something greater than, who you were, because they didn't understand that you're a human being and you have flaws. And then the minute that as time went by and the narcissist wasn't getting their way anymore, or they got tired of you, then their fantasy broke, okay? It wasn't a real connection, a real love. It was like a quick, instantaneous, thrill. That's what it was. That's what you had with that narcissist, was thrills, okay? It was not something that was built on a rock-solid foundation, okay? Understand that. The other thing you got to understand is narcissists are very selfish, all right? They, it's all about them and everything like that. You would never, ever want to be in a long-term relationship with a narcissist because, if you had to depend on them, they'll ghost on you or they'll abandon you or they'll leave you for dead. So never, ever feel like you lost anything, because believe me, in life, you're going to come across things that are hard. You may have money problems. You may get sick. And guess what? The last person you want in your fucking corner is a narcissist, okay? Because you will be completely alone, completely depressed. So be happy you got rid of them and realize that, you know what? It wasn't real. It wasn't real. They, they put the mask on and pretended they were, who you thought they were and everything. And this is why you have to step back from it. The longer you're away from that narcissist, the more you're going to see who they are. You're going to see that core character. You're going to think back about the things that they did, and you're going to say, oh shit, they made a nasty comment this time, or oh, they weren't there, every Saturday night, or they used to cancel on me. You're going to be able to see it for what it is because you're stepping back from the romance part of it, okay? Because the narcissist, the way they manipulate is by romancing you, okay? And if you're somebody who's looking for love, you're going to fall victim to somebody like that because you want it so bad, and you hear it, and the person shows you the fake empathy and you get fooled, okay? You put your guard down, you trust this person, they show you a couple of truths with a lie, so you think that they're telling you the truth, all right? This is how they manipulate you. And then later on, you realize that this person was full of shit, okay? But I always tell you guys, look at their prior track records. And the other thing that you got to keep in mind when you're dealing with a narcissist is it's not real, because the narcissist, when you meet that narcissist, they are not fresh off the block, okay? They are not completely single. A narcissist is always talking to somebody, okay? Period, dot, end of story. This is so true. And even when you start talking to that narcissist in the beginning, understand this, that narcissist is talking to people that you are not aware of. They could have situationships. A narcissist doesn't just deal with one. One person is not enough for that narcissist, okay? So, how can it be real with you if a narcissist is still talking to other people or talking to their ex in the background that you don't know about it? So, it's not real, okay? And if it's real, when things are real, and people really say that they care about you, they're going to show you by their actions, okay? They're not going to just disappear and discard you or have you discard them. Because if it was real feelings, real love there, they're not going to throw it away. Understand that, all right? So it was not real. It was just they liked you. They may have enjoyed your company, okay? You may have served a purpose for them, but what you have to understand is the minute you stop serving a purpose for that narcissist is the minute that they walk away or they make you discard them because they show indifference, all right? So you're not dealing with an authentic person. So when you're not dealing with an authentic person, nothing is real that you dealt with that person, okay? Understand that. You're dealing with a liar. You're dealing with a deceiver. You're dealing with a manipulator, okay? And even though you may have had good times with them, that doesn't mean that their feelings for you were real. Their feelings could have just been having a good time, all right? They may have enjoyed your company, had a good time with you, but like I said from the beginning of this podcast, their intentions were not good, all right? They were not on the same page as you. They manipulated and they deceived you because they wanted something else out of you, okay? And once they got something else out of you, or they got bored, or something better came along, or you started fighting with them, when you start fighting with a narcissist, that's when they're gonna run for the hills, and especially a covert narcissist. They're either gonna tell you off and get wicked with it, or they're gonna run for the hills and ghost you, and the first thing they're gonna do is call somebody else up to fill you, replace you, all right? They're replacing you even before your relationship starts crumbling. Understand that. They are afraid of being alone. God forbid you ever got rid of that narcissist and they didn't have anybody. Oh my God, if they didn't have anybody. And this is why when they start to feel like things are starting to crumble between the two of you, or they get bored, they are on that phone 24/7 lining this shit up. Or they could have had somebody the whole time on the side. That happens to a lot of people, you guys. That's why they end up going in a relationship really fast. It wasn't that they went in a relationship really fast. They were talking to that person while they were still with you. This is what people don't realize. Or they get back with their ex. They may not have been broken up with their ex. They could have been on a break. You don't know that. But one thing I will tell you is that a narcissist doesn't deal with just one. So let me wrap this up. Was it at all real? What might have been real, where you had a good time with them, that might have been real. But as far as the feelings of love or anything like that, no, that wasn't real, okay? That was manipulation to use you for whatever purpose they tried to use you for, okay? So I hope that helps you. If it does, I'm losing my voice. I haven't stopped, you guys. If it helps you, please hit the subscribe button, and please, you guys, share the podcast on social media and spread awareness. This is how we, bust these narcissists, by letting everybody be able to see what they're about so that they can't play people. All right? Have a great day. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.